today on VIP TV, the new British lightweight champion, Maxi Hughes. We had you on. Yeah,
it's never far away from me, Steve.
Let's have a good look at it. Let's have a little touch of it from it. Not bad. What a belt, eh? Is it always that clean, or does the missus clean it every night for you? It's the shiniest Lonsdale belt ever.
Well, it gets some polish on it, yeah.
Now, you know what? So it wasn't just, the win. There seems to have been a lot of love for you in the boxing community since then, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice getting, especially a lot of people who I respect in the boxing world have all congratulated me and wish me well. Yeah, so it's nice. It's nice, really nice.
I mean, why is it you think that people have taken to you? And as I say, what I've noticed, it's been boxers and people in the trade, some who might not even know you but have watched you. What is it what appeal is it that you've got to them, do you think?
I think it's just a bit of all sorts. Like you've obviously I've been a pro 11 years, and I've always been the nearly man. I've always nearly got it and just missed out on it and just dropped short. Well, I like to think I'm a decent guy. I've not got no chip on my shoulder. I'm approachable, friendly, humble, down to earth. I think just the whole story, the whole success story of how I've not quit and showed some real grit and determination to keep trying and keep believing, and to finally to get, especially the British. I think that's what's likable, the whole story. And I'm a bit of I got with the build up because I've had a bit of attention with being the home fighter. They've got to see like the promo video, shown bits of my character. So it's it's like they've seen a bit more of me with that as well. So I think it's a mix of all sorts, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's been well documented that you almost quit after the Sam Bowen fight. But did you actually ever say to your wife or your family, "That's it, I'm just going to go back to work and we'll see how we do from that"?
I think so. Yeah, I think she wanted me to, especially at that time after that.
Really? Yeah.
That particular loss. I says, that's it. I says, I definitely said the words. I've had enough. I says, I think that's it. And I think I said to a few people at work as well. They says, "What's next? Are you gonna?" I said, "I don't think I'm going to carry on." So I just said I've had enough. Really, really can't see myself getting back in gym and starting the process again to rebuild. To rebuild and get back into position. But that was going through my head for a good 5 or 6 months, definitely.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned you actually said it to your wife and she wanted to pack up. What does she feel about you boxing now? I mean, obviously she's been with you a long time, when there wasn't success.
Yeah.
But does she still feel, she'd rather you never did it and just, was working Monday to Friday and a bit of overtime on a Saturday sometimes?
She is happy that she's happy that I'm doing it and I'm getting the results that she always felt I deserved, and getting all this, this success. But she'd be happy if I turn around tomorrow and says, "That's it, I'm packing in now." She'd be grateful for that, but she's also happy for me that I'm keeping my dream alive and I'm achieving it and I'm living it. So yeah, she is happy either way. But she does worry, especially the last. Well, she's normally been to them all. She pretty much did all my amateur fights. She was always there, and then she's been to pretty much every single pro fight except for. It started with the Liam Walsh fight. Even though she could have come, we couldn't get a babysitter for young'un, so that was the first one she'd had to watch at home. And then since then, the lockdown boxing, she's sort of. Been forced to watch it from home, so she does get worried, and she obviously for the safety of it, she wants me to come out unscathed, and she does worry a little bit for the safety aspect of it. But all in all, she is happy but at the same time, she would
Yeah.
be equally as happy if I turned around tomorrow and said, "That's it, I'm wrapping up."
But you said there that you're living the dream. Before the Paul Hyland Jr. fight, you would when we spoke, you weren't going to look too far ahead. You said, well, let's just see what happens. You're living that dream. Where's that dream going to take you? Do you genuinely think? How far can that? How far can you? Where will the dream end? Do you think?
I think I'm capable to go and fight for a world title. I definitely the European title. I've sort of looked at that and seen that it's now vacant. And the guy, the champion who's just vacated it, Francisco Patera,
Yeah, I know him. Yeah, the
who
Italian.
also stopped Paul Hyland.
Yeah.
I do believe I've got the beating of him, but I've noticed he's vacated and he's now boxing for the WBC silver against Davis Bosecchio.
Bossera, I know the guy. I know the name.
Yeah, yeah. It was
Yeah,
Stephen Smith boxed him and
yeah.
Martin J. Woods boxed him. But he's getting on a bit now. Is Davis? He's 39, 40. And I just feel Patera's obviously got him at the right time, certainly, and feel like he's had a bit of a touch by getting that fight for the WBC silver. But he's vacated the European title, so that's an option. Or if MTK could get me winner of Patera and Davis Bosecchiero, I would definitely like that. Or or there's potential obviously to defend my belt as well. So there is obviously there's a couple of options and doors open for me. So I've took this week, gonna have this week off at gym. I'll be back in gym next Monday, and I'll have a sit down with Sean and Steffi and Lee and from MTK, and we'll just have a chat and see. I'll ask them what they think I should do. I'll see what their opinions are and see what options are available, and I'll take their advice and we'll see where we can go.
But you're at a stage of your career now where a lot of fighters go through it. I mean, I go back to Josh Warrington around the time of Frampton. He was at the time then when he won that fight. There was so much momentum with him. You almost felt that whoever he fought, he was going to beat. Do you feel you're in that run of form at the moment, like Josh was? Very well a couple of years ago when he was just going through people.
Yeah, definitely. We are. I am with my confidence and the momentum that's on it, and I've come out of that fight with Paul, no injuries, no niggles. I had a couple of aches on Saturday, just like aches just from fight, but nothing serious. They've all gone now, and I'm fresh, and I'm looking forward to starting training. I don't normally watch my fights back too much, but I have watched that one back. And I overall, I'm happy with it, but obviously I'm my own worst critic, as a lot of fighters are, and I'm like, I need to work on that. I need to work on that. So I'm looking forward to getting back in gym and working. But yeah, I do feel at this moment in time, it's the best. I am being the best version of myself by living the life and with the confidence, the mindset that I'm in, and pushing myself. And I think I am coming into, I think I am in my physical peak. Like the times that I'm getting on my runs, what I'm able to do in gym, in the circuits, the bag work, everything, sparring. So everything is just like clicking and everything's falling into place, and I'm just really enjoying it. So yeah, with that, with being so happy, I do feel I'm on a great run, and I'm in the form of my life. Yeah.
Yeah, I was chatting to Sheldon, who works at MTK, who looks after the media there.
Yeah.
And we were talking the other day, and I was saying you're at that. What you said. You're at stage now. Whatever big fight comes, you've just got to take it, because that word used, the momentum's with you right now. And look, what's to say that maybe the odds are in 2 years you won't be doing those times.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and soon as I feel I can't do, my body's not doing what I want it to, and then I'll know. But while ever I am, I'm going to make most of it, and any opportunities that come, I will be taking them with both hands.
Yeah, and just briefly, everyone's seen the fight, so we won't dwell largely on it. What went through your mind when Mark Lyson said box on, and you dropped him again? I know Paul's got no complaints about it. Did anything go through your mind? Oh, could something happen here or anything?
No, because I felt it felt like it happened in slow motion. Obviously, I hit him with the body shot.
Yeah.
It looked like it was going to go down, but it didn't go down. So Mark briefly said separated us, but I felt like I don't think I did, but it felt like I was looking into his eyes all the time, into Mark's eyes, to see what were happening, to watch him to start counting. But then he gave the instruction, box on. And I felt like I'd caught his eye right at that time. And he felt like he looked me in the eye and he says, box on. And it was like I was obviously so focused and responsive, instinctually just took over. Yeah. I'd got the okay off the referee to box on. As all boxers and everybody knows, you shouldn't turn your back in a fight unless you're looking for a way out. So it half turned his back to me, and instinctually it just like took over. It was like an automatic reaction, run over and end the fight. And it just happened like that. But it felt like it were happening in slow-mo. Like the referee says, yeah, Maxi, I've told you to box on, so box on. And we're like, right, let's get the job done.
So you went straight back to work on Monday. What was it? Where is it your job is? You're on the buildings?
On building sites, yeah. Like I did have Monday off. I trekked myself and I had Monday off. But although I tried to work in the house because weather were all right. I thought I'll get lawnmower out and I'll give grass its first cut at year. But I got a petrol lawnmower and it broke down. Spent an hour trying to chuff in and sort my lawnmower out. So that didn't go down well. But then Tuesday morning, it were a 5:30 start. I were in Van Up motorway at 5:30 down to Newark.
I mean, I don't hear many fighters celebrating a win by trying to mow the lawn with a broken lawnmower. When you get paid, you have to go and buy a new one now when you get your dough.
Yeah.
Well, Maxi, thanks for joining us again. I just wanted to do a follow-up with you. And as I say, well done from me. I think everyone was, he's a nice guy, Paul Hyland, but there was just, I think there was so many people willing you to do well last week. People just seem to have taken to you, and let's hope that that transcends into a big following when you can box behind or in front of fans again. I mean, I know you wouldn't mind boxing behind closed doors very soon, but I'm sure, another out, and you're the king of the closed door fighting, but I hope you can do it in front of your own fans in Yorkshire.
Yeah. You know what was a nice touch is obviously there's quite a few lads in our gym who's now signed with MTK. So obviously MTK are now doing a bit of a green zone where they're allowing a few people in. So it was nice that I managed to get all lads from, obviously Josh came down and all lads from Jim came. So there were a couple of familiar voices I could briefly hear. I know that they're not allowed to shout too much because it is supposed to be behind, but it was nice to hear them familiar voices and to have at least some of my team there to really celebrate with after and enjoy the moment.
Well, long may the celebrations continue. Let's hope we all get to see you soon when everyone's in a hall watching you. And you'll have the pressure on there, especially if you favourite and a couple thousand fans there.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, mate. Thanks for your
second.
Yeah. Maxi, thanks very much indeed. I'll let you get back to your family because you're giving us some time in the evening and you're up early every morning. You're a top man. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks for having me on, mate.
Thank you.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.